All right, now we've got a little bit of a change of pace here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the broadcast booth, we have the matchmaker of Donnybrook, New York. So we've got Mr. Don Walton here with the K9 of the night.
Good to see you guys.
It's an honor to be able to sit down, call these fights with you here tonight.
I am so excited for this next one, Julian Nephew.
Well, break down the tail tape for us, brother.
All right, both weighed in 145, equal height, equal reach. Only difference is 2 years difference in age. Julian Nephew, I've seen him coming up. I absolutely love watching Julian Nephew. He's an exciting fighter. His first fight definitely was a little green. Definitely tough opponent, though. That kid can take a shot. He fought Nico Scalamaro. Nico hit him with some bricks, and he just kept taking it. He was giving it right back. His next fight, you could really see how much he improved his boxing. He improved his kicks, and he learned to flow them together. His first fight, he was either throwing punches or kicks. He never was flowing them together. But this time around, I really think that Julian's going to be so different. I can only imagine. This kid is always improving, always doing his job. He's treating it so seriously. I love watching this kid fight. I've been nothing but excited to see him fight again. So this is going to be amazing. He's coming off a victory.
All right, folks, if you're just joining us, we're here live in Barre, Vermont, and across the world on pay-per-view. We've got Julian Nephew here coming down. There we go, the entire damn family here.
I am so excited for this fight.
The Ludus Combat as a gym that's really started to come into their own these past few events, like you said, Don. Super interested to see what we have here with Julian Nephew versus Liam MacNeil.
Well, when they first started, man, you know, Ludus was still a relatively new team, and I think they're really starting to come into their own. I remember what it was like when I first started our team. It was a lot of learning curves for me as well as a coach, and I believe that they're coming together as a team and getting more in sync with each other. I definitely think we're going to see a very different Julian Nephew tonight. That being said, Liam MacNeil is no slouch by any means.
Checked over by referee J.P. Zuniga. And he enters this Donnybrook cage, ready to rock and roll, ready to throw
and his
down.
Opponent out of the red corner, Liam MacNeil.
Well, you can tell where the crowd's heart lies tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Liam MacNeil making his way to the Donnybrook cage.
Either that or everybody's a Jefferson Airplane fan.
It's a dude that came in with the best damn hair color here.
I'll tell you what, this team today that's come in with MacNeil, the guys I've seen from their team so far are no slouches by any means. They traveled all the way up to Vermont for this.
Yo, shout out to Jim Miller winning by neck crank tonight in the UFC. That dude is going to be on UFC 300.
I'm hoping to also get one of these guys into the New York show. I think Nico.
Conor Morrow.
Yeah.
No, Conor Morrow. I don't want to hear it. Conor Morrow.
Ben's got his favorites now.
Oh, don't worry. Conor and I already spoke. That being said, I
brought him over to you. You weren't giving a shot. You were just
don't let Ben put you on the spot like that.
I know. Corey, handle my light work.
The triple C ready to rock and roll here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our featured fight of the evening. Here at 145 pounds. Muay Thai rule set.
I think it's 135.
Is it 135?
That's what it says right there.
Read on the paper.
If it's on the paper, it must be true.
Oh, yeah. Shake that like the onion.
I really believe this is the weight class that Julian belongs in. His first fight was at 155 pounds against Nico, and that was a tough one. I really think the size difference played a role.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, this is at the 135-pound weight class of 3
That is 135.
Muay Thai action.
Why the hell did they say 45?
Fighting out of the blue corner,
They
let's
weighed in
hear
at
it for
45.
Julian Nephew.
Again, it's on the paper, therefore it must be true.
And his
Julian Nephew
opponent,
looking calm, cool, and collected, ready to get this fight going.
Let's hear it for Liam MacNeil.
And Liam MacNeil jazzing the crowd up.
Mr. Brendan Medina.
Getting ready to add to his 1-1 record one way or the other.
All right, here we go, folks. This fight brought to you by the Comfort Inn and Suites in Montpelier, Berlin. Providing amazing, incredible.
Good push
family
kick to start it off.
lifestyle.
MacNeil
Ooh,
following through. Nephew following through with a
like
good
I
solid
said,
right hand.
Nephew's biggest improvement from his last 2 fights was his boxing, I noticed.
Can't wrap him up in Muay Thai.
Got to be careful ducking his head like that. There's a chance he's going to run into a kick or a knee on accident.
Nephew trying to set things up. Those double kicks.
See, like I said, he almost ducked into that kick there.
Firing through. MacNeil was firing through those right hands real hard.
Nephew-
Keeps dropping his hands. Every time he goes to throw, he's dropping his hands, though. He's in a lot of danger.
Nephew seemed to have recovered okay. Firing back with the right of his own.
See
although
that
he's
duck
ducking
again.
into
He's
those kicks
got to
again.
stop ducking into those. Every time he throws, he's overdoing the slip.
MacNeil leading the charge here so far as he fires out a kick and another right hand.
MacNeil flowing through
Oh my God.
seamlessly from stance to stance.
He's got to get off that cage. He has nowhere to move.
Yeah, Julian needs to turn this into a more composed fight. The dog ugly style seems to have favored MacNeil here.
I definitely think he has more of the range in the kicks. He should really start utilizing his kicks a lot more. He's trying to box with them too much. His hands are good, but he's got to let his kicks flow with it.
Nephew having taste of the power of MacNeil seems to be a little gun shy at the moment.
Looks
Firing
like-
through those kicks, checked very well by MacNeil.
This is clinching range. This is where you should be grabbing and throwing knees. You shouldn't be throwing punches. This would be clinch range right here for me.
They are up in the clinch right here in
Pressure
front
against
of
the
us.
cage.
The moment they enter into that range, though, where they're glove to glove with each other, they should be grabbing and throwing knees at that point. It'll shut down the punches immediately.
You can tell that the corner,
Question mark kick thrown by MacNeil. Just missed.
MacNeil doing a great job of following that corner advice here.
MacNeil showing a wider range of weapons, too.
Yeah. Julian Nephew's got to put those combinations together. He's either punching or kicking, but it got to flow.
Interested to see what the corner
Good movement from both
of
fighters.
Julian Nephew looks like here, because this is going to be one of those situations where you want to hype your fighter up, but you don't want to kind of knock them down. We're going to take a look here at the replays. These replays brought to you by STF Media. Talk us through these ones at Triple C.
So we're seeing a lot of frenetic action on the part of both fighters. However, again, we're seeing MacNeil kind of land home, and that's definitely staggering Nephew and keeping his back on the cage.
Yeah, Julian keeps on ducking his head in the wrong spots, and he's very close to eating a kick or a knee off of that.
And by no means is Nephew defenseless. He is
No.
firing back, he is landing. However, again, it seems like the cleaner shots are coming in on the part of MacNeil.
Agreed. MacNeil's landing, but he's not flowing his combinations together.
All right, here live in Barre, Vermont, and across the world on pay-per-view. We are Donnybrook Fight Promotions here. Our next stop, Saratoga, New York.
However,
March
round
30th,
two.
folks. Here we go for round 2. Julian Nephew looks ready to go. So does Mr. MacNeil.
Definitely a tough first round for Julian Nephew for sure.
Both fighters seem to be in really good shape. High kick to lead off the stanza.
Ooh! Oh my goodness,
Nephew
man.
eating shots.
He's got to get off that cage.
Oh. That one,
Nephew firing back. MacNeil continuing on in that clinch. Both fighters
my
trying to
brain
battle for
can't
position.
comprehend the speed that these guys were just throwing at for a second.
This is an entertaining fight, folks.
MacNeil flowing through stances very seamlessly, allowing him to set up kicks on the outside.
It definitely is finding that right hand above all else. The one strike he's learning the most, I would say, Nephew.
And he's trying. He got good corner
Nephew
advice.
following through, eating a left hook on the end of MacNeil.
Nephew seems like he's doing his best to really take the opportunities presented to him
There
while
you go.
still respecting that power.
Kick catch, Follow through that
MacNeil's
right hand.
standing at a much more squared stance, so it is cutting off his range a little bit instead of being more bladed like Nephew. Nephew's maximizing his reach, firing off of his jabs.
MacNeil's finding a home for that right uppercut when they enter into the clinch.
That's because he keeps ducking into it every single time.
Oh, cup check.
Nope.
All right, that one sends my testicle up into my stomach here, ladies and gentlemen.
Does not appear to be intentional. It happens.
You know, they say if you injure your partner, you got to massage the injury. I'm just saying. Am I not supposed to say that on live?
They don't say. No, who says that?
I do, apparently.
You sick son of a bitch.
You love it.
I do. I won't even pretend.
Corey
All right.
Norman looking so disturbed. All right, back to the fights, everybody.
Yeah, the fight's going again, folks.
Luckily,
Good show of sportsmanship.
luckily for Julian Nephew, he did not get split right at the seam here. He's good to go.
See, every
MacNeil
time
bringing the distance.
when he ducks like that, this were see, there's those kicks that I was warning you about.
Yeah, that was almost
His sweep right there on the edge of Nephew.
It's
Good
all-
left hook fired by Nephew.
This is what happens a lot if you focus on pure boxing, though. Your slips become too dramatic and you get left open for kicks. If MacNeil figures that out, Nephew's in danger.
It looks
Nephew
like
trying
he
to catch the
started
kick.
to. He's just not timing like the elevation, the height of his kicks. Because that one was right to the solar plexus where we were pretty sure it was going.
Nephew, though, I'll tell you what, he's the type of fighter
Good
that,
job
win
fighting
or
that
lose,
counter.
he's in there the whole time. I've never seen him be stopped once.
Oh, his fight against your guy Nico there, man.
That was a war.
Good round put
Believe
in
that
by
one
both
got
fighters
crazy.
again. Both fighters again still looking very fresh.
Let's take a look at that instant replay.
Oh, Donnie boy, we have some replays brought to you by STF Media. Why don't you talk us through these, big man?
So, MacNeil doing a very good job entering into the clinch, keeping him on the cage, throwing his knees instead of trying to throw punches from there. Definitely changed from the first round.
Final round.
From there, you can start to see Nephew, though, finding his range. Both good exchanges by both fighters. But you can see that when they're in punching range, Nephew's landing a little bit more, but MacNeil is reacting every time and countering off very nicely. This is a close fight. I would hate to be a judge for this one.
Nephew refusing the stool in between rounds.
All right, guys, here we are, Barre, Vermont. Donnybrook Fight Promotions presents Battle in Barre 12.
I always believe fighters should never be taking the
I
stool.
was going to say, Don, if I was in Buffalo right now, they'd be busting my balls because of you.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's 2 minutes. You don't need to sit down.
In this case, it was just a minute.
I'm saying 2 minute rounds, minute break, yes.
Showing obvious dedication and time well spent in the gym.
Here we go, final round. Let's see.
Both fighters looking fresh.
And considering the pace we've been at this far in this fight, it is very impressive to see this pace still continued.
A lot of fast footers with the hands
But
early.
see that head
pressuring
movement.
against
He's in
Page.
so much danger. That's something they're going to have to work on in their next fight camp for sure.
Good solid jab landed by Nephew.
His jab and his straight right hand have been his #1 weapons this entire fight. Like I said, this is the type of fight where I'd hate to be a judge. I'd say MacNeil, though, is definitely getting a lot more of the ring control the first 2 rounds. Let's see what happens.
Taking the center of the cage. MacNeil pressuring Nephew back. Using those push kicks to maintain.
Julian Nephew, though, making some great adjustments, what ones he's made thus far, so that does
Absolutely.
speak nicely to what training he's had.
Oh, MacNeil again.
And that would be a shaft bender.
Referee's going to be warning MacNeil to watch his weapons.
Good thing his name is Nephew instead
I don't
of
think
son.
he's going to be able to walk, DJ. Don't play Pantera when there's a ball kick.
I got
He's not
Corey to
walking.
Jesus.
That was a good one.
Listen.
That just pissed him off, too, man. You come out here throwing heat.
See, that duck, that's what I'm talking about. You can level change, but you got to keep your feet under you. If your head goes beyond your hips, you're in danger.
And Nephew going back to the well with that 1-2 almost consistently. Leading in 1-2, leading in 1-2.
If I were his corner, I'd be telling him to throw kicks off of his punches for sure.
Well-timed push kick by MacNeil. Staggers Nephew.
You notice Nephew's showing frustration. Every time Nephew gets hit by something or stumbled, he claps his hands together. It's a telltale sign.
Nephew trying to show a little bit more dynamic movement. MacNeil staying inside the pocket, throwing back.
You got to get off that cage, though. Every time you get near that cage, you got to get off of it.
Here we go, man. This is our fight of the night so far.
Down
How
to the
could it
bench.
not be?
What a war.
Crowd definitely responding. Well done.
I don't know how the hell you even heard that air horn.
I didn't hear it at all.
I did not hear that.
That's Brandon Medina for you.
Wow, what a fight. That is my pick for fight of the night right there.
I agree. Out of everything I've
Well
watched
done.
so far, definitely fight of the night for sure. Absolute
the
war.
end of that
I don't
fight.
know how to judge that final round.
Yeah.
The first two, I have a relative idea of how they're going to judge. That final round, I have no idea. Yeah.
See, in the last couple of
My
seconds of that
ADHD
round,
could not keep up with what was going on.
both fighters landing. Nobody wanted to back up, leaning into all of those punches. Well done, both fighters. A good show of sportsmanship at the end.
That was a tough one to watch.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard. And all three judges scored this fight. For your winner, by way of unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Liam MacNeil!
Liam MacNeil does enough to secure the victory on the judges' scorecards.
I think the mixture of the ring control, keeping Julian's back on the cage, and he's flowing his combinations together.
And a lot of the work that he put in those first two rounds as well. Like you said, that third round was anybody's choice.
Yeah, but those first two rounds, that was the game changer for sure.
Absolutely.
Liam MacNeil, my guy, how was that for one hell of a fight? That's my pick for fight of the night so far. You set the pace, you held the pace. How are you still standing? Because I would have died holding the pace like that. I'm just a dog, I don't know what to say, damn. That's the toe man for you, bro, fuck. You hear this crowd here, man. Listen to these guys as they show their appreciation. One more time, folks. So you feel these cheers rain down upon you, man. How does that make you feel to have such a great support here? So fucking involved and appreciated that. Well, that each and every one of you for coming out here, man. It really means so fucking much to me. I'm crying like a bitch, but fuck. Well, man, you won the haircut of the night. You beat my bald ass by a square mile. Ladies and gentlemen, Liam MacNeil.
They ain't try me yet, get your mind blown. When they throw shade, that's when I glow. I'm so ahead of y'all, that's a different time zone.